Hello there. So, I have another sketchbook. It's kind of in the process of being uh, finished, but I'm on like the last page, and there's still some pieces that I'm going to be coming back to. But yeah, it's been a while, and as you noticed, I actually can edit. I mean, the camera quality still isn't the best, but at least, I'm better at editing. So, this, you're going to see how some things kind of go into where my mind goes for my fandoms. I have a fanfic going on, basically my merch team, which is Pokemon fiction, fan fiction. Lots of references to the other medias like the video games, the manga, the anime, and other supplemented media. So this is a version of Getsus that is pretty much based off a headcanon of mine. So, and then we have Giovanni and Cyrus, with them slightly getting altered while being in this whole merged universe thing by taking some things and adjusting them, like similar. I have Archie with vitiligo. Giovanni gets a little bit too because in all the different interpretations, the only thing that really changes with him is that his complexion either goes lighter or darker, and I thought it'd be nice to do that. Cyrus doesn't have much differences between it, so I decided to add in the grayish effect that Giratina had in like the anime. I think, yeah, Generations, and of course the red chains that kind of shows up because that's a common thing he has. This was when I first got finished playing through Sword and Shield. These are some of the favorites. These are, no surprise, some of my favorites. Piers is really fun to draw. My perfect world shipping for that again, merged AU, where they actually get some looks from their let's play the Pokemon card game XY. Of course, Monster AU, because I have a problem. I always have to do a monster version of AU. Unfinished sketch, it was going to be Harlan, because it was going to be a twist that Harlan, who is a mistake in the anime. Same with Isabel, they're both mistakes while in translation. And I was going to have them play a bit of a bigger role. I have no idea what this was. And now we're going to get into some of my schoolwork. This sketchbook is a bit special because it has both free time sketches and then schoolwork sketches. Because I'm going for it to be a graphic designer. So this is a type anatomy poster that I did. I actually have the finished poster right here. So that was an assignment I did in school. And then we have my warm-up sketch. And then we had to do logo because we had to brand ourselves for another class. And once again, I do have that. So we have that, which then becomes this. This is my branded identity. So that is that. And now we get into Guilty Gear because I know Strive has been out for a while, but then I got into it, and I remember that I started binging a lot of the Let's Play of the other games and stuff like that, and I really like Azuna. Leo White Fang is probably my favorite character, well, one of my favorite characters. Fan character I did who lives in the same, I would say, pocket world that Izuna does. More Sybil sketches. Sybil. There are just like two fanfics of these two, and I just really like it because I honestly think that they do complete one another. Leo's pridefulness and, assertiveness with Izuna's more laid back nature, and the fact that he doesn't like to fight. He has no problems calling himself a coward. He's a pacifist, so it's actually just really kind of cool. A comic, another little simple sketch. Those two again. Basically had to do the Mulan meme. The comic from before, slightly sketched out. Me working on some other plot points. I'm very happy with this one because I actually did a background and all stuff, but this is a idea for a fanfic that I have. It's still in the process of planning, and I want Bedman back, especially since we're getting hints that Delilah is still around. Another piece of school work, and so this is the sketching, and here's the finished products with mock-ups on the t-shirts. My marketing department actually very much liked that. More sketches. You already saw this one finished. More sketches of Red Devil, who is one of my characters, and the light's causing some awkwardness to show up on his face. His glyph between him and Bedman, and the other character, Knight. The antagonist group is all based off of chess pieces. So here's the Rook, he's the Knight. And this was a stupid interaction that I had him with Daryl, and my mind went, it's a ship. And I have to skip the next page because there's some suggestive stuff going on. Here is a rough sketch of Red showing off land sharks because he's just a kid, so he likes dumb things. And again, skipping the next one because again, suggestive theming. Raven and Asuka. I'm so sad we did not get Asuka's ears again, but I like to think that they pop out when over emotional. Here is Expression and Color Challenge for Halloween during the month of October. Some rough sketches. I was trying to do some unique blending techniques. More of my October challenges. Yet another piece of schoolwork for my typography class. So here's this one. Some rough sketches of another character. More of my typography homework. And is there another page of it? Yes. So there's more of my homework for that. And this is the finished product. That's all made in Illustrator, so yes. Here is Nell, because during the October thing, I had 2 requests to do some Kingdom Hearts characters. I got a little bit back into Kingdom Hearts, started redrawing one of my Kingdom Hearts character. More of my typography stuff. So here we have both Kingdom Hearts and Guilty Gears. This is going to be the start of a trend. I'm sorry. This is going to be the start of a trend that you're going to see. And here's this. I like the headcanon that Bragg, Zigbar, Lusu, whoever, kind of is now non-binary just because of how often Lusu, jumps from body to body. It's kind of got into with his host. My very last one, and ignore all the blank page, ignore that. Those were things that I was going to do and then never did. So here is a new Kingdom Hearts character, kinda. They're from Quadratum, actually. There's Nell and D. I was working on height differences. They are the same age. It's just the fact that D is just very, very short. This is yet another thing for school. We had to do a charity. We had to do a postcard for charity. And whoops, here are my completed ones. The charity I chose was Hope for the Day. I kind of always supported them. I've always supported them. They're very good. I can put a link. I'll have a link down below, so you can go visit them. Actually, these were some ideas I had for sketches, for little illustrations for Dee and Nell, and that never went through. And now, on to the big one of my Kingdom Hearts X Guilty Gear. Mainly because I saw people speculating and making connections between about Xemnas and Ansem, about how they really are just kind of tossed aside. They don't get a second chance because, like, young Xehanort gets to grow up, and Terra got his body back, and old Xehanort, pretty much now gets to live in the afterlife with Araquas. So there's all that, and that's kind of not fair for these two, because then they just get to pretty much just get to fade off into the shadows. They don't get a second chance. So I saw some redemption AUs, and that whole thing. I'm like, I never really liked them. I liked their designs, but I never really liked them as characters. And then this whole thing popped up, and I'm like, oh, I could have fun with this. And I made a rough connection between the Valentine sisters. So yeah, this started a thing. Of course, the Parks and Recs meme, because I really like to think that, because it's Sin likes to try and make friends with everyone, so of course Sin would make friends with these two, and they would both go, this is our, blonde himbo prince, and we will protect him. A bit more of their designs that I've been working on, mainly because all the hearts, because I just, can't help it, and okay, a little story about the clavicle keyhole. My friend Gauntlet, I was working on these, and I was telling them that, I'm making sure that they are following the Guilty Gear guy rule, which is their chest is going to be exposed. Because if you look at Guilty Gear, like 80% of the male cast has their chest exposed. And if it's not exposed by open thing, it's the fact that the shirt is so skin tight that you could just see all the muscles. But so I told her that I was giving Ansem a micro crop top, and they responded with give it a boob window. I'm like, it crops before it can even be a boob window. And then they go, well, how about a clavicle window? And it can be heart shaped. And I hated it. And then I drew it. And then I love it. Here's a little page of them. And in addition, there's a clavicle window. Now there's a charm on there. I lamented to my friend Maybop about what Gauntlet did. They looked at it and they go, you could have put a charm there. And I did. It wasn't originally going to be a circle, but it became a circle it was a circle for a placeholder. And then I just kind of really liked it. And then I realized that Chip has just these basic red circle earrings. And thus, similar to how with Knight and Daryl, it then became a ship. This is a little sketch piece for my portfolio. More Ansem and Xemnas pieces for how they are integrated into the Guilty Gear world. As you can tell, I was having a lot of fun with this. Originally, I basically, because on the last page, I messed up the coloring on Ansem's cloak, so I'm like, okay, I need to do an actual character page. But yeah, this is a not that good fun. Here's a better page of Xemnas. Here's a whole page of the couples. Another little page for work in progress for the fanfic and all that. Ansem's page that I'm working on. And we're going to end off with Daryl and Knight, because the next few pages are just scratch pages. But yeah, it's almost done. I'm in the process of getting it done, but hopefully I'll get more pages done. And yeah, I will be on break at the end of this week. So hopefully all that stuff can get done, and I will come back with a fully finished one instead of in progress. Bye.